is called a Diabetes Empowerment Education Program. And we are here to learn about diabetes and not just sit and learn, but we're going to empower each other to help keep our diabetes under control, okay? And I tell people, I'm a school teacher, been a school teacher forever. But this class, I'm not here to just teach you. We are here to help each other. I do not have diabetes, and I don't have anyone in my family with it. So I'm excited because as I teach each new class on diabetes, I learn something new each time. You're here to share your stories with everyone, and we're all here to help each other learn and take control of our blood sugars, okay? Some of you may have had diabetes for years, and some of you may be brand new to it. And we're gonna help you deal with that, okay?
And the red stripe shirt.
Yes, Dottie just found out this morning that she has diabetes. So she's a little bit caught off guard, a little overwhelmed right now. And so maybe that's what we could do for our icebreaker today. Usually I have you say something about yourself, but maybe we can go around and maybe we could give Dottie one piece of advice on what it's like to have diabetes, or a tip or a pointer or a don't do this type of thing.
Well, Mark has already told me that if I take one pill a day and one pill at night, then I can eat it at half a gallon of ice cream.
Oh, no!
Don't listen to Mark.
Don't think he's not a doctor.
We play doctor.
We do.
Let's go around. Let's go around. Let's state our name. And if you have something that you want to share with Dottie, that's great. If you want to share something about your own personal experience, that's fine too. So go ahead. We'll let Betty start.
I'm Betty Wellman, and my day yesterday was terrible. But a year ago tomorrow, I lost my only brother, so I'm a little depressed. However, his caretaker called me a while ago and gave me good news. He said I should have a $1,700 check coming.
Good. So he remembered you, and he sent something for you.
He
from
will.
when he was young. He willed it for
They're
you.
bringing it.
Yeah, that's nice.
But there's never a night that I don't wake up thinking, oh, if I could just tell Bob.
Yeah, that's hard. Very hard. I'm sorry for that. Want to go next?
Oh, my name is Roanne, and my stepdad had sugar diabetes, and he had trouble with his feet, and they were always turning blue. And I think he was 80-something when he died, but I don't think that he took care of himself. He was supposed to be on medication and everything, and he just drinking Cokes all the time, and lots of sugars and chocolates and stuff all the time. He'd buy the big family bag of bite-sized candy bars and eat those all in one day.
You do that? So that is advice to Dottie of what not to do, right?
Yeah.
Don't follow that.
And he died, but no,
Not the whole bag,
I think
anyway,
he
at once.
was not doing well.
So this is a reminder that we're here. We all have temptations. We all want to eat something sugary or with lots of carbohydrates. Our body craves them sometimes, but it's a reminder that it's not good. So we're going to learn some ways of how to keep that under control.
I might add, Tina, I feel very blessed at my age that I don't have it.
Yes, very good. But by being here, you're going to learn some things that can maybe help you avoid it too. That's great. Mark.
My name's Mark, and I had diabetes for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. The hardest thing for me to learn was to eat half a plate, wait a while, and go back and eat it a couple hours later. I've always been a big eater, and I've always worked hard, and when I got older and wasn't as active, because I have a lung disease also, that took me out of the workforce, out of the workplace. And then I really put on the pounds, you know. It's a struggle. I've lost some weight. You know, I find it every time I walk past a mirror. But, for me, weight factor is the key to a lot, 90% of all of my problems. Sugar intake is a biggie. I like apples, but I'm cotton picking tired of eating fruit. You know, I really want a candy bar, I can't have. I love cake, can't have it. There's just a lot of stuff I eliminate. I switched from Dr. Pepper to Diet Dr. Pepper and back to Dr. Pepper because I don't like Diet Dr. Pepper. And now I want a tea kick. I'll drink a lot of tea and water, coffee and stuff. You know, I gotta give up drinking.
Now you final?
I didn't hear that.
Have
Now
fun.
do you final?
And I just, you know, a lot of it is just pay attention. Things you're gonna hear, you take notes, because you'll hear them again. It doesn't have to be real good notes, but you'll definitely hear them again if you set to another one. You talk to your doctor, he'll give you everything that you hear today, he'll give you that plus. But it's small portions and lots of green vegetables, and not so much protein as vegetables, really. You need protein, you gotta have it, but there's other ways to get protein. Beans, cheese, rye bread, pumpernickel bread,
Those are delicious.
anything but white bread. And that's, white bread is a big no.
Can't even toast it?
What
Then it'd be brown.
why are you gonna argue with me? You know I'm gonna come up with an answer to argue back.
No, but I like, Mark, I like what you said, and that happens a lot. As we age, our metabolism changes, we're less active, and that causes weight gain, and we're processing our sugars differently. Plus, you've got another ailment with your lungs that caused you to not be as active, and boom, the next thing you know.
That's really what started it for me, was my lungs, and then not really being active because I can't breathe. You know, I was at one point in my military time, in the reserves, I was a drill sergeant and aced that PT test. I couldn't do a push-up if you held a gun on me. And it just...
Hi, Ken.
Well, we're here for support, for advice, for talking, all of that.
If I don't have the answer, I'll make one up.
There you go, and same here. No, I'm teasing. If I don't have the answer, I have a doctor that works with us, and I have lots of people. And there might be some times where we have to write something down, or I may ask one of you to research it for me. If you have anything that you really want to talk in depth with, we're going to take it after class. Some people call it to the parking lot. Is that what we called it when we had our last class? And that means come talk to me afterwards. We'll talk, we'll try to figure stuff out. But sometimes we're on a time frame and we have a lot of people. The more people, the longer our class will take. So we'll take things afterwards to the parking lot, not really outside. But we'll just come up here and we can talk more in depth about that. Okay, we're going to keep going.
Well, diabetes runs in my family for several generations. I was diagnosed in 1987, and I think two of the most important things is do try to watch your diet and do take your medications like you're supposed to, because diabetes is a disease that will sneak up on you with the damage that it does. You're usually not so aware of it until it really knocks you down.
That's very good advice, yes. And not everyone will have to be on medication, at least maybe not right away. But if you are, make sure you take it like you're supposed to. Don't think, I've had a good couple days, I don't need to take my medicine. I think we all do that with all areas of medicine, but you're right, it is sneaky. So that's a good one, thank you. And what is your name?
She was just scolding me for that. My name is Ruthie.
Ruthie. Okay, great.
She's one of my buddies.
A long time.
I'm Pat Roberts. I've been diagnosed for 2 years. I'm angry still because I have it. I never had it. My mother and father both had it, but my husband lost his job 2 years ago because of health issues, and then when you took that income out of the budget, it threw a big hardship on us. And a lot of people can look at you and think that you look just fine and not realizing that inside of you you're doing have a battle that's going on, and I can't seem to find the happy medium, you know, where it all fits in. And I have a good doctor and we've got medicine, but we just keep switching it, and some of the side effects of the medicines are as bad as the ailments.
Yes.
So I have anger.
Yeah, and I get that. Stress, we will talk about in one of our lessons, is a huge factor. Yes, stress, it's not just your diet, it's not just being active and eating healthy, it's all the other things thrown in
That's
also.
true.
And stress is very hard on your body. So we'll talk about that too. Good, that's good advice.
Manila Moore, Millie, I just knew the apartments. I've had diabetes for 37 years. It's gotten me respiratory problems, digestive problems, muscles problems, nerves problems, my legs are nerves, and my heart. I have an enlarged heart, and digestion. One of my colons is getting closed and it opens up. And that's about it. You know, I had other illnesses, inflammation, sarcoidosis, and that's in the lungs and many part of the organs.
Yes,
And she's a sweetheart.
yes. I met Millie first thing when I got here
Out
today.
of all these illnesses I have, the main thing is have faith, good spirit, and keep active.
Very good.
Don't let yourself down.
No, that's right. And that's a part of it. That came with our Healthy Brain, Healthy Mind class, where we talked about, hi, how are you today?
Hi, Fred.
Hi, Fred.
Betty's over there. We miss you.
Well, maybe next time.
Okay, we'll be back next week. Maybe you can come.
Well, got a doctor's appointment to go on as soon as it's fancy.
Okay, good deal. What we're going to talk about today was a good introduction, Millie. Our body. Diabetes isn't just about bad sugars. Okay, we're going to talk about our entire body and how it can become affected by uncontrolled sugars. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, my name's Debbie. I was diagnosed with diabetes about 2 years ago. My foot turned black. I went to the emergency room. The doctor came in and told me that I have gangrene. He's going to have to amputate admitter. I started crying. I cried all night long, all day the next day, till a real doctor came in and told me that I was a diabetic. The only pain I really have is in my feet and my hands. I have neuropathy real bad. I pray a lot. It's got me through everything. I'm here today.
And you didn't lose your foot.
I didn't lose my foot.
Good.
And that doctor ought to be shocked to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty drastic. Well, I'm glad you're here.
Me
Give you the
too.
name of a guy in Alabama.
Pardon me?
I'll give you the name of a guy in Alabama, take care of it for you.
You want to drive me?
Road trip.
I'll have my little brother bring you up.
Okay. Either that or we could all go.
Get a bus, party bus. That's great. Okay.
My name is Phyllis, and I've been diagnosed with diabetes type 2 for about 25, 30 years, something like that. Long time. And I'm on 2 types of insulin, the Lantus, the long-term, and the short-term
Metformin?
No, when you take it to lower your blood sugar and stuff, it's a, oh, I can't think. But anyway, I'm on 2 different types of insulin. And I've also been, I guess, diagnosed. They haven't ever said that I definitely had it, but they're thinking I have diabetic esophageal paralysis, which is when you're a long-term diabetic, your esophagus and your stomach and intestines slow down, and that it causes troubles and pain with digestive problems. And so I'm dealing with that right now, trying medication on
Is
it.
that fairly new?
Well, I think so. I've had it about a year now.
Okay.
And, but I have congestive heart failure. I had a quadruple bypass surgery about 5.5 years ago. And so that gave me congestive heart.
Yeah.
You just keep plugging along.
That's right. You can't give up. You gotta keep on going.
Well, my
Good.
name is Dottie Robbins, and I've just been diagnosed this morning with diabetes. I had, my feet were going numb, and my hand was going numb. I've got my little finger, and I told her the other day about my little finger going numb. But I have had bladder cancer, I have had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, I've had breast cancer, I've had B-cell lymphoma, and I've gotten through that with the help of the Lord. And I'm a tough old bird, but I don't fly.
And she's a doggone good cook.
That's awesome.
My hero too.
Good. Well, we're gonna learn some things together, okay? This whole group. I'm glad you're here.
Me too.
I mean, if you want to say perfect timing, it's not really in a good sense, but what good timing that we have this and that you're here and you're going to start it off. Because a lot of people probably went for years without a lot of this information, and you're going to learn it right away, so it's
Well,
going to
my
help
sister
you.
was diabetic, and my brother was a diabetic, and they're both dead now.
Well, we're
I'm
going
gonna
to keep you.
live.
That's
She's
right.
gotta keep going.
That's right.
My mother lived till be 70 or 97 years old, so
Wow.
my grandson told me I had to live to be 100.
Okay, that's
I said,
good.
I don't think I can make it that far.
Just keep trying.
My name is Kathy Taylor. I was diagnosed probably about 3 years ago. My biggest problem is the eating, because I'm too lazy to get up and cook. But I do know that I need to eat little meals, but I don't like cooking, not anymore, not since my family's gone. And the other problem I have is that I have the neuropathy, and it's really, really killing me this year with my legs and feet, you know. I just hate getting up. Some days I almost need a crane to get pulled up out of that chair.
Yeah, it's hard.
You know, if it wasn't for the fact of my 2 dogs, I don't think I'd ever get out of my chair.
Well, that's good you have them.
It's a good
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
She's got her new scooter, she should be in her.
I know. I'm still trying to walk,
That's
I
good.
am too,
Keep trying.
you know.
Keep trying. We're gonna have
I go-
Tai Chi coming up soon.
I go to bed at
That's
night,
what I wanted to
and
do.
my ankles, by 10 o'clock, my feet are just,
Well, it's telling you it's time for bed.
And,
10 o'clock's a good bedtime.
I don't know.
my sister-in-law told me the other day, she said, sleep with a pillow underneath it to raise your feet up, you know, and
That's all right.
it has helped a little, but this foot just does not want to go down. The other one will, this one won't. But it all the time but I still try to keep walking on them. I don't
Keep
want to give
trying.
up,
Yes,
you know.
I like that.
Even though I do have my scooter, there's some days that yes, I use it to take the dogs out because it's just so hard to walk.
They have to walk
And
too
it-
fast.
and it hurts. They love riding on the scooter, don't they?
Well, we do. We have Tai
That's so
Chi coming up. I can't remember when we start. I'll have to look before I leave.
I think
And
it's
it'll
next
be-
month sometime.
I think it is too.
Yeah,
And-
I found my DVD and I was gonna start doing it, but it's like, okay, I gotta move furniture to do this.
Well, and I can sit down with Kelly and I can train her to do some of the stretches. And that way she could start stretching with you guys,
Yeah.
20 minutes a day
Well,
or
we
a
were
couple
gonna,
days a week.
we tried to start a class here last year, that nobody ever came.
The Tai
you
Chi?
know, yeah.
Was it through, it must have been through another place.
No, it was me.
Oh, with your
I had
DVD.
gotten a
Okay.
DVD, on it and a book and, that showed all the movements and everything. And it has where you can keep track of your progress and everything in it. And I had made copies, so that everybody could have a copy and they could do, keep progress of how they were doing. And it started with you sitting down or, show the different ways of doing it so that
Sure, absolutely, a good
for
starter,
like those
maybe.
that are in wheelchairs and can't stand up or their balance is really off, And I did it for a while for myself and I did notice a change. I could breathe a little bit better
Yes.
and what have you, and then I just quit.
Well, maybe we can get that started. I'll talk with Kelly before I leave and you guys can get started just to sort of get loosened up a little bit.
I noticed it really helped a lot when I would do it, like even just 20, 30 minutes a day.
Absolutely.
I mean-
Baby steps, we build up.
Yeah, just start, like first I started like 5 minutes, then I worked up to where I could breathe,
Right. Yeah, don't push it too far.
And it didn't hurt so much because after I do things, I hurt really, really bad.
Yeah,
And then at nighttime, my body screams till about 4 o'clock in the
we
morning.
suffer for it. We'll work on that.
So,
Okay, I know this group, I love this group. We are a chatty group because I love when people, no, I feel, it's a good way, it's a good way. I love all of that. We've already learned something, haven't we, just by going
Yes.
around the room, and that's what I love. Every once in a while, I'll have to pull us back in so we can get going. I want to first talk a little bit about OHI. If you don't know who OHI is, and that's who I work for, that's the Oklahoma Healthy Aging Initiative. And some of you have attended 2 of our classes here. We are through Oklahoma University through their geriatric medicine, and we are funded by the Donald W. Reynolds Foundation. And I don't know if any of you know about Leonardo's. They also fund Leonardo's here, so that's kind of neat.
I think I read
That
something
they-
or other about that a couple
Yeah,
of years
that
ago.
they also, they are very generous with their giving. We offer health and wellness classes throughout our territories, the Northwest Territory, and so Enid is a part of that.
What does that consist of, Northwest?
There's 16 counties,
16.
and we go all the way from here out to the Panhandle, all the way
Oh my
out to
goodness.
Guymon and Boise City, and yeah, so we're busy. But Enid is a big part of our wellness program. We have a lot of places here and a lot of people, so we like to make sure we offer plenty. We're going to get started, and the first thing I want to do is I want to brainstorm. Everybody knows what brainstorming is? We get to just throw out ideas and write them down on the board, and before we actually sit and talk about the definition of diabetes. I want to know, what is diabetes? You tell me, what is diabetes, and I'm going to write it down.
Your pancreas does not function well.
Okay? Whoops, that should be a T. Okay? Anything else about diabetes you want to put out there?
Your body makes too much sugar.
Too much sugar, okay?
And not enough sugar.
Yeah.
Or not
yeah, or
enough
not
sugar.
enough sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes both ways.
Mine is brittle. I don't know about everybody. Brittle?
Brittle?
Brittle.
Brittle?
It's uncontrollable.
Huh.
I'm gonna put uncontrollable.
I took 5 shots today.
Oh, my.
Mm.
I don't think I could do that. I'm just on the pills, but I don't think I could do the shot.
Oh, I took those too.
I think, yeah, exactly, very good. Anything else anybody wants to put out there?
Diabetes.
Anything you wanna add? No?
In a way, controls your life.
It does,
Yes.
it does. It controls your life.
And it affects your eyesight.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I had cataract and now I can see.
Makes your hair fall out.
Not
Is
mine.
that what you're bald?
That's Gillette.
That's what he's blaming it on, right?
You know, I had something strange happen to me. I did not know this. But I was taking like 60 units of Lantus, and I was taking the sliding scale insulin was what I was trying to think. And I was taking that, and I was told by a dietitian that I was taking too much insulin, that it was controlling, it was causing me to have high blood sugar.
Really?
And so the doctor dropped the amount of Lantus I take from 60 to 40 a day. And then I take like 1 unit per 10 grams of sugar over a certain. And it has helped my blood sugar because they were giving me too much insulin.
That's good. And we're going to talk also about when you feel that way, if you're feeling like you're not feeling right, even though the doctor's telling you to take that, don't be afraid to be your own self-advocate and go talk to the doctor and say, this is not right, okay? Because they can, like you said, they can lower it, they can raise it, they can change it. Because not everybody's body is the same. And so what might work for someone else, they thought it would work for you and it doesn't. So they have to tweak it is what I like to call
But
it.
I had never heard that they could lower your insulin and it would help. You know, I'd never heard of that. But they
Well,
did, and it.
I'm glad they did.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's why they had you take it. Use the blood meter thing every day. They tell me.
I take my blood sugar 4 times a day, three
Wow.
times a day.
See, I don't take mine in the morning. Then I take it
And,
again at night.
But I was taking insulin up to 3-4 times a day. And now I usually have to take it about twice a day.
And so that's good. You're taking that blood sugar throughout the day so that you know
Yeah,
where you
I
are.
take it
So you're
before
not
every meal.
overdosing yourself, so to speak. Good. Very good. Okay, so what is diabetes? It's a chronic disease. We all know that, right? Your pancreas either does not produce insulin or the cells in your body don't respond to it. Okay? Therefore, you're going to change your sugar levels. Okay? The sugar circulating in your blood, and it's going to cause problems all over your body. Okay? I got a little visual. Where are my visuals? Okay? So, we like to say that insulin is the key. Okay? Your pancreas, it produces your insulin, and that's your little key. And the key's going to come to your cell, and if it's working right, the key's going to open the cell, and it's going to allow your sugar to go in, and it's going to work right, properly. Okay? So if you're not producing the insulin, you don't have the key to open that cell. So the cell's not going to open. Your sugars are going to stay out here, and it's going to cause your blood to get really thick, and your sugar levels are going to get high. Or you might be, sometimes you produce the key and sometimes you don't. So sometimes it opens the door and it works okay, and it lets that sugar in, and sometimes it doesn't, okay? So if you have blood sugars that are working properly and they're in the cell and they're not stuck in your blood, it's going to flow really good. But if it's sticking, it's not going in the cell and it's staying, it's going to get thicker and thicker. Can you see how slow that moves compared to this one? Let's do them at the same time. They're not even down yet. See the difference?
No.
Okay, and that sugar's in there, and then it's going to build up over time. Okay? So let's talk about our body. First we have to know, be familiar with all the parts of our body. And sometimes we get confused, sometimes we don't know what all of them are. If you want to come up, if you're able to come up, come on closer.
I think it's in the book, isn't it?
Yeah, there is some in the book too. But I was going to at least have a group of you come up and try to put all the body parts on the body where they belong. You can bring your chair through if you want to participate.
Tina, I have a question about the cell opening up and receiving. So is that why sometimes you can't really decide why your blood sugar reading is higher and sometimes it's lower and you're thinking, I kind of ate something I shouldn't have, but I've got a really good blood sugar reading?
And that's probably
Or
why.
sometimes you're thinking, oh, I'm doing everything right, but it's higher?
But it's really high, because
So
sometimes
that's-
that key is there to work and sometimes it's not. Sometimes you're producing the insulin. Yeah, and we'll go in, I think next week goes into more detail about what happens when, so if your pancreas isn't producing it, what your liver does to compensate, and we'll talk about that more in detail next week too, okay? But this week, come on over. Try to put these body parts together. I was even nice and put what they are. I'm not even supposed to do that, but I was nice for you guys, and I labeled where they go.
Oh, the brain goes up in the head.
Well, that's a good one.
Okay, I'll put your brain up there.
Very good. Very good. There's the lungs. What about this? We talked about this earlier. Who was talking about it?
Come on.
You can put it under like that.
No.
Go down. There we go. There's our heart. These are going to be, this is going to go behind. It's kind of tricky, this one. They put it.
Oh, okay.
They
That's
put,
why they're kind of confusing.
yeah. There you go.
This one goes behind this, doesn't it?
Yeah, you have to put that behind.
Well, let's go.
Let's see. We go. Yeah, there you go. Lots of parts. That one. I'll help you just a little bit.
Okay, where's this guy go? Oh, right here.
Down. Very good. Your bladder.
Yeah. Pancreas is right here.
If you're sitting at your spot still, there is a paper in your booklet that has a picture. Yeah, it has a picture of the organs of the body in it. Okay. And I think I have one here somewhere. Yes. Everybody has one. I don't need to pass any more out. Okay. So it's just to help you be familiar with, I should have brought my crayons. We could have all sat and colored.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things to do. I love to color. I do too.
Without kids, and doesn't matter, I just like to do it. Me and my sister used to find it very relaxing.
It is
Yeah, those
very
Sit and
adult
color in Cinderella.
I have those adult
stuff.
coloring books.
Yeah,
Every
they're
kind
fun.
you can think of.
They're very fun.
I found them
Okay.
at the Dollar Tree.
I'm going to let you keep your cheat sheet, okay? And now I'm going to pass out. First of all, who is willing to read? Who is willing to read out loud? I'm gonna here's a tip. Don't hold it up like this because everyone will know the answer. So you gotta hold your binder around it, okay? I'm gonna give you a couple. Mark, you gonna read any? Oh, you're so good.
I give two, I said Yanni.
I think I got enough to give you a read. Does anybody here want to read? You want to read? I can do this last one. You don't, you want to? Okay, no problem. I don't ever want anybody to think they have to. Okay, you've got your cheat sheet, so this can help you. We're going to take turns reading, and we're going to shout out the answer, or say the answer, guess the answer when we're done reading. So I'll do this first one. Who am I? I collect urine from the kidneys through tubes called the
Urethra.
Thank you.
Bladder.
I empty my contents through a tube called urethra. High blood sugars can hurt my nerves. This can make it hard for me to control my urine flow. Does anybody know what that is? Bladder? Good. Bladder. Good. Very good. What system? Respiratory, digestive, muscle and skeletal, nervous system, circulatory, digestive, or urinary? Urinary. Okay, good. Awesome. Say, you want to just go around? Just do one of them?
Who am I? I am composed of two tubes. One long, thin tube, the small intestine, receives food from the stomach and passes nutrients to the blood. The other tube, large intestine, absorbs water and minerals from the waste product